On number 4, we are converting this to a radical expression. So the 3x y to the fourth, this is all within the parentheses, and the 1/5 power is applying to it. So it's going to be the fifth root of 3x y to the fourth. So all of those need to be underneath the radical of the fifth root. With number 5, we have xy to the 4/9. Now we need to be careful when we have a numerator here, because when we convert it, that applies to both of them, and we can either write it like this with the parentheses on the inside, or like this with the parentheses on the outside. So the denominator always tells you your index of your root. So the 5 here told us the 5 here. The 9 here tells us the 9 here. The numerator, that is going to be the exponent. And we didn't have to worry about it up until then because we always had an exponent, or I should say a numerator of 1. So that really doesn't change anything with our radical. But here, when you have a numerator other than 1, then it needs to become an exponent. So either of these are okay. Or you could actually distribute that 4, and you could say this. So this would also be an acceptable way to write this. So there's a lot of acceptable ways to write this. There are some wrong answers. So this is not correct because if you write it like this, the 4 only applies to the y, and then there's an implied 1 here with the x, and that's not what we want. We want the 4 to apply to both the x and the y. So this would not be an acceptable answer, but any of those other 3 would be.